What it is? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell to be notified of every time I post, because y'all know what it is. Y'all know I post frequently. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what we doing. We jumping, skipping, hopping, leaping, doing the Dougie. My Dougie into this video. All right, make sure y'all go check out the link down below in the description box. It is my Patreon. Go over there and become a member, and make sure y'all go watch the clean sweeps that I put up at 18 Young and Turn, because we lit over there. All right, without further ado, let's get into Rich Lame's not a. You might need a life vest. Mess around and lady in a. But I don't get a, cause I get what I want, cause I put it down. Ooh, I put it down. I put it down. Yeet. I put it down. I put it down. Yay. I put it down. I put it down. So let me tell you, while the intro was going on, y'all, the twins had to take out them braids. I see they got their natural hair going on, which ain't nothing wrong with their natural hair, but y'all, they don't have a wig. They pulled her $1,300 wig off and didn't keep it. Y'all should have put that on y'all head. What's going on? They ran here with the slick bags, and ain't nothing wrong with a slick bag, but they ran here with a slicker back or ponytail. I said, oh, okay, that's how you do that there. Hey, that's how you do that there. But we start off with a continuation of Baby Tyson versus Milan. And Baby Tyson ends up getting on there because, as y'all know, Milan did not help Trill last week when Trill had a lot going on. Milan felt like, we are not friends. We cool. We know of each other, but we're not friends. So I don't necessarily owe you that. And Baby Tyson didn't respect it. So Baby Tyson ends up putting her hands on Milan. Now, what took me OUT out is Milan sitting up here saying, after the first round, because, Baby Tyson whacking her, Milan takes Baby Tyson wig, throw it to the floor. She turns around. She was like, yeah, come here, come here, come here. Yeah, security, hold it, because I was finna get you. Come here, because I'm really like that. So they let them get the round two in, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm peeping the scenery of where you really like that at. Where is it? Because it's not in the building with us. The I'm really like that is just not here. Like I said before, in the building with us. It has left the building. I don't know if it left when your wig was pulled off or what, but it's not giving you're really like that. Because if you was really like that, you wouldn't be turning around every 2 seconds while y'all are fighting. Now, after they get into it, Baby Tyson wins. She giving her that bing bing ball. Baby Tyson said, I'm from 123 Avenue. You already know how we get down on 123 Avenue. You already know what it is. You already know how it's coming up on 123 Avenue. You already know what it's talking about. You already know what I'm hitting on. No, we don't. No, we don't. We actually don't know what happens on 123 Avenue, okay? So we appreciate you letting us know what happened on 123 Avenue. But, we see now, we get an example of what's going on 123 Avenue. Because on 123 Avenue, they kicking book over there. I see. So Barbie comes in, her confessional. She ends up saying, like, Milan was just too flippy floppy. She wasn't a real friend. But once again, I stand with Milan. I don't feel like Milan had owed Trill nothing, because she did not know Trill like that. She was cool with Trill off the media, but she didn't know Trill necessarily be taking phase for Trill. And she had just got there. Trill was already putting herself in situations that had nothing to do with Milan. So understand where Milan is coming from. Now Milan asked for Baby Tyson to come back. This is the third round. She like, come back, bring it back, no sleep. I don't know why Milan is talking like she's winning. When people be losing, they kind of, change up their vocabulary, but not Milan, baby. She wanted that. And you could tell by that point Milan was really mad, but she wasn't that mad once Baby Tyson and her finally did connect. Because if you're that mad, you should have been swinging. it was no real swings coming. And you're moving, you're turning, you're doing everything but what you need to be doing right now, which is hitting her. So for me, it's given very much, just know your lane. You girls need to know your lane. And I do understand Milan standing up for herself because she absolutely needed to do that. She absolutely needed to stand up for herself. But at the same time, if you're gonna stand up for yourself, you have to be willing to fight back. She wasn't doing that whatsoever. The twists and turns is all what she was doing. And I do understand because after it's revealed that she had just had maybe like a breast reduction, or she just had not cosmetic surgery, but just surgery on her breast, something she had done on her breast, and she didn't want her staples or her stitches to open up. And I can absolutely understand that, because once you get out of surgery, you really are supposed to like be resting. You're not supposed to lift anything. You supposed to be kind of more safe. So the fact that Milan even came here after she just had this big surgery, to me is crazy. Like, that's what I be talking about. These girls be coming on the show when they know they have medical things going on. Like, it should have been no reason why she should have been here, especially because she just had a big surgery. Like, no, ma'am. Now, Sav this season is trying to be security, peacemaker. She has a lot of hats this season from the 4 episodes so far. She's definitely wearing a lot of her hats. They go wake up the next morning, Baby Tyson with that big Duke, that big donkadonk that just was on my screen. Oh my gosh, I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Starts walking in a room and just takes Milan's wig. And all of them wake up, rise and shine, to see her taking the wig. So, Sav like, what you doing with her wig? Baby Tyson ignores her, continues to go out the room. So Milan is in the bed like, oh, if I'm about to tweak out about my wig, I'm about to tweak out. I'm about to act a fool. Y'all don't want to see me act a fool up in here, up in here. So Naya, a producer, was like, tweak out. We need it. Show us the camera is rolling. Like, do that. Get active. Get on that. And then Kiana was like, so are you gonna just sit in the bed, or you're gonna go get your wig? Because you're still sitting here patiently waiting. Like, are you gonna get active, or you're just gonna sit in the bed? So Milan looks at Kiana like she dumb, stupid, and slow. And Kiana just turns her eyes to somebody else, because obviously she asked you a question and she was like, well, what makes you think that I'm gonna just wear my real hair and not go get my wig? But Milan doesn't go get her wig. Milan ends up breaking the door instead of going to get her wig. So she said that she couldn't find Baby Tyson. So because she couldn't find her, she tweaked out and broke the door. Now, for me, I think Milan is lying. I just think that Milan was in a space of where she didn't necessarily want to get into it with Baby Tyson anymore. And when I went on her Instagram, because somebody told me, and I keep bringing you up, and shout out to you, whoever you are. I don't know who you are, but shout out to you. Hopefully you comment. They said that Milan got money. Like, Milan be going on trips, like Milan does this. Money is nothing to her. So, big Bentley, 100K on her wrist, $1,300 on her head, a wig is nothing for her. So, really, this was okay. Let me say this. If I had the money that I seen that Milan had on her Instagram, I wouldn't even want to come on the show, because I put up. All I do is take care of my child. We go on trips. All I have to do is cater to my man, cater to my child. My man do all the work. I am a housewife. Why, if you're put up and y'all got all this money, big Bentleys and everything, I wouldn't even want to come on a show. If I'm just being honest, if I'm just being real, I wouldn't even have went on the show. I would have tried to be an executive producer or something like that, but not a cast member. You have the finances to be an executive producer. You have the finances to be like, oh, let me finance y'all show or whatever like that. You have the coin. So you should have put the coin in my opinion, instead of trying to be a personality on the show. Because everybody can't be a personality. Everybody shouldn't be a personality. If it's not, now that TV or Zeus ever reach out to me, I am going to be producer. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I just, the real money is behind the scene. The real, you can get a lot of more opportunities being in front of the camera. I will say that. But also you can get opportunities being behind the camera too, especially if you have the money. So to me, if you got the money, you should have been behind the scenes. That's what I would have did. But I don't feel like she should have been on this show just because of where her place is in her life. Maybe she was bored, but I'm never that bored. If I know I have $100,000 on my wrist, I have a car. I don't know how much a Bentley is because it's not in my tax bracket, but what, like 100,000 to 300,000, maybe even more cars sitting out there, girl, I wouldn't even want my big Bentley to be even sitting out there. Okay, I wouldn't even want to be in the bed with them like we playing sleepover. I'm ready to go back to my mansion on the hill with the gates. Okay, 2 gates and a security guard. Okay, like just for me, just because of the status that she had, like the money that she truly possesses or that her man possesses that he gives her, I wouldn't have wanted to go on a show like this, in my personal opinion. If she was gonna invest in herself, or if she was gonna be like, "Oh, I want to go do something," I would have did producer, not cast member. And two, you have more to lose, like you said, than these other people. You really do. I don't necessarily know who her man is, but from what I see, he makes money. Just give me my money. He makes money. So if you're in all these high class places, or you're of places with, successful people, they don't need to be seeing you getting your wig snatched on a TV show. Like, no, they don't need to see you going off like that. They're gonna tell you, "Oh, you're better than that. You shouldn't have went to that." They would have said that. I think if she would have talked to some people with a little bit of sense, and in her tax bracket, they would have told her, "Don't do that." Just in my opinion. Not trying to put nobody down or anything like that, or say anybody's better than nobody else. That's not my intention for my monologue. But my intention is more so, when you have a certain peak of money, you just don't do certain things. You don't allow yourself to go to that place, in my opinion. So after that, like I said, she ended up breaking the door, and Naya, the one who told her to tweak out, who was egging on the tweak out, made her leave. And she told her she had to get out or whatever, and Milan just really wanted her wig, and she was kind of throwing a tantrum. And once again, you could tell that Milan is not from these parts. I think more so Milan thought this was like a girls trip where she turned up, have fun with people her age. She didn't know that this was a fine show. She didn't know. But she got the memo very quickly. She pulled off in her Bentley, still no wig. Baby Tyson has took that $1,300 wig and has kept it, and now she has a $1,300 wig, and it does look cute on her. It looked good on both of them. I'm not gonna take anything away from Milan to give to Baby Tyson. It looked good on both of them, in my opinion. But that was it with Milan. She was there for one day, and she left and went back to her mansion. And us regulars are sitting up here talking about her. Milan, if you ever want to come on the YouTube, let me know. Cause we would love to talk to you. Why, I need to know how you get with your baby daddy. Okay, I'm not trying to look for me a baby daddy, but I am looking for me a sponsor. He don't care. He just like to share. Okay, I like a man who like to share. Hello, hallelujah. Now, Big Ivory enters the building. The big bad wolf is in the house, in the house, in the house. The big bad wolf that'll blow your house down. So, in her introduction, she ends up saying, they couldn't have the show without her, which is true. They love to bring her back on every show. So they brought her, and Ivory ends up saying, she think that they didn't bring her the first day because they wanted some people to be comfortable and not intimidated and scared to walk through their house. And of course, she's talking about mail and legacy. But also too, honestly, to me, that can go for everybody there. Okay? Doesn't go for everybody if you ask me, because honestly, she is very intimidating. She is. I think Ivory does have a cool side of her, but too, she goes in and does her job. She does her job very well. Employee of the year. That's why I gave her that title. So, if you say anything, if you get anything out the way, and on this show in particular, she liked to call people out and call them boring. She is quick to say, "You girls are boring, you boring, you boring," and come in and get the tussling with these girls. So I think that's a great thing that production end up giving her the second day instead of the first day, because we did need to come in and know the new personalities. I do think if she would have came in day one, she would have overshadowed the new girls that we're trying to get to know. So I'm glad we see her episode 4 instead of episode 1 through 3. Episode 1 through 3, we kind of have a feel of the new girls as far as like who we like, who we still getting to know, and who we don't care for. But we already know what is hitting on with Big Ivory. So, her coming in, we already know what it's giving, and what's up from here. And like she said, the show definitely started once she got there, and Ivory Jr. absolutely started showing that she's her daddy's son. Okay, absolutely started showing she's her daddy's son as soon as their dad walked in the door. Now, okay, it's given very much demure. Interesting. Very much mature. Okay, so Ferrari pulls Ivory to the side, I guess, as soon as Ivory comes, and she ends up telling Ivory, like, "Hey, you just need to let everything go with Mel and Legacy." And I like Ferrari in this scene because it does give very much host. Because I feel like last season, she was just letting Ivory do what she wanted to do, and, it was no type of consequences. But it's like this scene in particular, I feel like she giving her like a like a conversation, like a host to a cast member, and letting it be known, like, "Hey, I think this is what I think you should do. I know you're gonna do what you want to do, but as the host and it's my show, I think this is what you should do." And it seemed like Ivy respected where Ferrari was coming from. Ferrari had like a real good tone about it. It wasn't necessarily like, "This my stuff, Mario." It was just more like, "Okay, Ferrari, I'm the host. Like, this is what I think you should do. I think you need to chill out. Like, you kind of doing a lot." So I understand Ivory's point of view, and I'm glad they showed us her point of view before we seen everything crash out. So Ivory is basically saying that when it come to Mel, just say if she do end up being cool, she don't crash out on Mel. Mel will get on the internet and be like, "Oh, Ivory knew not to play with me," stuff like that. And I can see where she's coming from with that, because, I ain't gonna lie, it is certain people when Ivory do try to be cool, or, she don't be Big Ivory, she just be Ivory. People then I feel like when they get away from her, "Oh yeah, she already knew what it was hitting on, da da da, she's scary, this and that." So I see what Ivory is saying. She don't want nobody to play on her name when it comes to the show being over and her having to wait to get that. So she just want to go and get that now and get it out the way, because she know they'll play with her name on the internet. Now, too, I believe this is before Ivory knew what happened to Mel. I feel like this conversation is way before Ivory knows what happened, because on the bus, it did give, or the van, wherever vehicle they were in, it did give Ivory was antagonizing Mel. But right here, it gives she don't know anything yet, and she just speaking her piece. So Ivory goes in her confessional and she ends up saying, she doesn't want to start mess or, be a problem for people. And I keep hearing that. I keep seeing the problem. I keep hearing, "I want to change. People don't like this. People don't like that." Then I see the Big Ivory come out. Like, let's stop getting these confessionals saying one thing and when y'all on the scene doing another, Big Ivory, okay? But yeah, I'm glad that she is starting to realize that, to an extent, production them do want her to be cool. Like, they do, let's be clear, they do bring her there to fight them girls. That's the only reason why they bring her there. They're not bringing her there because of her personality. They're bringing her there because they know she could throw down. Okay? Let's be clear. They're bringing her there to throw down. Okay? They're not bringing her there to be cool. They're bringing her there to get active. Okay? That's number one. Because if she was just cool and wasn't getting active, they would be mad. And they would be telling her, hey, you need to, employee of the year. Hey, do your job. That's what we pay you for. What are you talking about? Why are you here? Like, you're not here to be fun. You're not here to be cool. You're here to be the drama. You're here to be the mess. So I definitely understand, production telling her to be cool in the beginning because she will come in straight doing her job. We seen that last season where she did come in just doing her job. So that is true that she will do that. But I am glad that, she is starting to listen more to production and everything. And, she said that she don't necessarily want to be a troublemaker, or be the person starting stuff. Now, let's be clear. This is all said in the confessional, but she was in those girls' room while they were asleep and FaceTime Naya talking about some show over. That's not giving me a person who don't want to be a troublemaker. So obviously they know once she starts, she can't stop. And I think that's what she needs to work on more so is learning how to turn it on and turn it off. But I think for so long now they've been letting her turn it on and keep it on. And they film and they record it and that's the show. But she needs to learn how to turn it on, turn it off. And that's easier said than done. Cause when you mad, you up there. You don't care. You're pissed. You're annoyed. So I understand that. But two, she has to understand this is her job. This not real life. This is in TV land. So in TV land, you might be like, you keep trying me. You keep playing with me. Oh, beep, 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 beep. You should be able to turn it off because you truly don't care. These people are not truly harming you. So it shouldn't be a reason why you should really be overly upset, or really getting mad for real. Like it should just be like, okay, I'm acting, or oh, okay, she stepped on my shoe. Okay, I'm finna get in there with her. I'm finna punch her real quick, and then I'm gonna get up out of there. It should just be a easier thing for her. I feel like at this point, she shouldn't be as mad. Now, Mel did throw liquor on her. So I understand her getting her lick back. I don't necessarily agree with how she got her lick back, but I understand her getting her lick back. But two, being in their room while they're asleep, I think that's overboard. I think that's too much. I think she did the most when it came to that particular situation. So yeah, to me, I need her to continue to do the work. Wow, Legacy definitely sounds like a grown woman. I can't lie to you. So Legacy and Sav end up having a conversation, and I really liked how Legacy went about things as far as her just being like, we will never have a sisterhood. We would never be friends. After everything that girl did, I will not be her friend. I will not be her sister. I can have a conversation with her, but that's not my sister. That's not my friend. That's not somebody I want to hang with. And I absolutely respect her for that because I do think what she went through season 1 was very traumatizing for her. I do think that, she was picked out to be the victim of the season. And I do think that a lot of the girls was trying to let it be known that, oh, we ain't playing. And it was easier to pick on Legacy than to stand up for her. So I definitely understand that. And I definitely understand, her saying that she doesn't want to deal with that, and she will never be friends with her because of the things that Ivory pulled last season, which is, very understandable. I can only imagine, the trauma that she went through while filming it. They filmed for 7 days. I don't even remember if they stayed the whole 7, but just still, even with the reunion and everything, I'm sure that was all traumatizing, and just changed her in a way. I'm sure it did change Legacy in a lot of ways. And Ivory is young. I think Ivory's like, maybe Ivory like 21, maybe 22. Maybe the way she drunk that Don Julio, you would think she was 45. But yeah, she is young. She is really young. But two, that don't change nothing. I don't think that changes anything. She is really young, everything, all that. And yes, I do believe it has to be something there that happened in her childhood to make her, do the things that she do. And also it could be the money as well. It could be the checks. They probably tell her she can do whatever she want to do. Whatever you want to do. Just, don't go overboard. And, they let her do what she want to do as long as, she don't have anything in her hand. As long as she using them that right and that left. I'm sure they probably don't care. Well, they in that time they probably didn't care. But now, they're having to tell her, like, you're gonna have to calm down. Because I think they are starting to see like she will go to hell with it if they allow her to. And to an extent, they can't allow her to do that because of liability reasons, legal reasons, and they don't need people being scared to come on their shows and stuff. They still want people to audition. They want people to, come and be a part of the cast and everything. So yeah, I definitely understand it. And and I do think this conversation was very mature of Legacy, and I definitely understand where she is coming from in her viewpoint. Now, Ferrari, Baby Tyson, Helfer, and Kai are all outside, and Baby Tyson ends up asking permission because she go take Milan wig, and Ferrari said no, not tonight. Do it in the morning. Now, Milan, I don't know if you and Ferrari cool, but you need to get that, okay? Cause how dare you give somebody permission to go get my wig? Who are you? And her even asking permission, I thought was crazy because I thought you was Miss. I don't follow no rules. I do what I want to do. Well, why are you asking permission if you're gonna do what you want to do? Okay. So then Heifer ends up trying to be messy and saying that Milan be on the T pages. She got arrested for scamming, all this, all that. Heifer, stay in your tax bracket and shut up. Okay, you ain't got not a lick of camera time. Shut up. And then too, let me say this: Heifer gonna tell me some. Why you took the girl wig? Ain't you the same one who installed the wig? You installed the wig, so why ask slow questions? You asked her that, I'm sure, in the bathroom while you were installing the wig. So please, hush. It don't matter why she took the girl wig, and she took the girl wig because her wig was split. Allegedly, her wig was split. Now the edge is gone. Make up your mind. What's the story? Is the edge is gone or the wig split? Make up your mind, okay? Or did she just take it because she don't follow the rules and she just wanted another wig? And then she told me, this wig don't give 1,300. God, it give 13. Stop it. That is a cute wig, okay? That wig is giving bust down, okay? 40-inch, all right? That wig is full. Baby hairs is laid. It's giving very much coming out your scalp. Calm down. Like, let's not do too much. I like the wig. I ain't gonna lie. I would have took it too, okay? But yeah, this thing kind of got on my nerves because asking permission is crazy. And then you trying to be messy, like, oh, well, she be on Miami T pages and, her and her boyfriend went to jail. But I'm like, stay in your tax bracket, know what you're talking about. I mean, even if she do be on the T pages, what is that to you? These people not gonna be your friend because she's on the T pages. Oh my gosh, like, girl, shut up. Now, I will say this: Ferrari did have Milan's back when it came to that Bentley. I know that's right, because I would have had her back too. Girl, that's a Bentley. Who ran the Bentley? And then he go here for, well, I don't know. I'm just repeating what they said. Well, you shouldn't have repeated it. You don't know it for a fact. And then Baby Tyson something like, well, you a boss. You got your Bentley. Why you tripping over a wig? Girl, I'm tripping about a paperclip I own. What are you talking about? A water bottle, a flip flop from the Dollar Tree. What is you talking about? Anything I own that I work hard for? What you mean? What do you mean? I'm tripping every time. Cause that's my property. I own that. I'm tripping every time. I don't care if I had 100,000 in the account. I'm tripping every time by $1. Okay, my 50 cents. I need that. I need that. Girl, what are you talking about? Are you slow? I'm tripping every time a wig, a bunny, a piece of gum. I'm tripping every time when it comes to something I purchased. Girl, are you slow? Are you slow and not worth waiting on? What are you talking about? But you tripping over a wig. Yeah, a wig I paid for. A wig I had somebody pay to dye in color. To put extra weave in. To sew it down. To put it on my head. To make it look like it's coming out of my scalp. I'm tripping every time. I'm tripping right now as I'm leaving. Yes. I'm tripping in my Bentley that I'm riding in. What are you talking about? Make it make sense. So they continue on, and Baby Tyson is like, from where I'm from the hood I'm from, we don't do that. You get one, I get the other. With Baby Tyson, she don't live where you live. She don't come from there, honey. When you got a fade, you handle your fades. Okay? She's not doing that. Whatever hood you're repping, she's not repping that, okay? Sorry, I don't know how many times we gotta tell you that. She ain't from the same block you from. She not from 123. She from 456, okay? And with 456, they don't get down like that. They don't get down like 123. They don't. Are you okay? Are you not picking up what she throwing down? She ain't told you in so many ways with the Bentley, the $1,300 wig. She's not from where you're from. And I'm not being funny saying about the purchases, the items, but I'm just saying you seen she wasn't giving it. So why is you still trying to compare apples to oranges? No, it's not. So then too, Heifer was like, well, she was that mad. Why she didn't get her wig back instead of breaking that door? Well, once again, she's not like that. She can't get down like that. So of course she went and broke the door. Are we like not peeping personalities here? Oh my God. And Heifer talking about something, well, that's coming out of her pocket. Here go Ferrari. No, that's coming out of her check. 1,500. 2,500. You think Milan the girl had a $1,300 wig on her head. She's driving a Bentley. What would make y'all think she care about that measly $1,500, $2,500 check? She got her own business, all this, all that. She obviously can put $1,300 on her head. That's nothing for her. That's $1,500 on her head. Light work. That's neither here nor there. Ferrari really thought she won't be getting her check. She eats that check up. That's groceries for her little girl. Please. Like, what are we talking about here? And then help us. So I think it should go to the girl who got the wig. Oh, it's not. It's going towards that door that was damaged by that girl who got that wig snatched off. Okay? Stop trying to get extra. They're not giving that extra. Okay? She's getting her paycheck for doing her job. Goodbye. They continue on and they end up revealing that Yaz has went home. This the girl that walked in with Kai with that red hair, and they gave her no type of introduction, like whatsoever. I would have went home too. No type of introduction, no nothing. Y'all ain't said nothing. And now her and Ferrari are beefing. Now the girl ends up saying she left because they had took her phone. She couldn't talk to her baby, and she booked her flight and she left the next morning or the middle of the night. I don't know. But she said that, it just wasn't for her because they was doing a lot. And like I said again, they took her phone. She couldn't talk to her child, and she's not used to that. And I'm kind of happy that somebody finally came on and was like, hey, TV stuff not for me. Just a lot. And it wasn't even the scuffling. It was more so like not being able to talk to your people on the outside. And once again, she has a child, so I definitely understand that. And Ferrari's like, I really vouched for her to come on the show. This could have been an opportunity for another girl, which is true. Like, I give Ferrari that. That definitely was a wasted opportunity for old girl. But from what I heard, a lot of people end up leaving quickly in these 4 days that they're filming. A lot of people end up leaving. Like, I'm sure Sierra probably leaves. No shade. I'm sure Sierra probably leaves. I don't, probably the Barbie girl probably leaves. I can't necessarily think about anybody else, but I'm sure, like they said, a lot of people started falling off and started going home. So I'm sure some of them will be leaving soon. Now, where are y'all? Cause is y'all at the photo shoot or y'all at the house? Cause Legacy, well, I guess Legacy and Savin was already at the photo shoot. They went early, so Ferrari and all them just now getting to the photo shoot. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm not there to clock that tea. So they all in the sprinter or whatever they in, the transportation. And Ivory ends up letting it be known, like, y'all already know what it's hitting on with me and Mel, and Kiana ends up saying, like, well, she said that she wanted to have a car. I'm like, dang, you the messenger of everything, ain't it? Like, you be telling it all, Kiana. So Kiana ends up saying that, and Ivory once again explains herself, and she's like, the type of person I am, when I have beef with you, I'm never gonna like you. Like, I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be cool with you. Like, I got, to fight with you 5 times. Like, we got into it 5 times. We'll never be friends or whatever. And if we have a sit down, I know Mel's gonna say something. I know she's gonna say something that's gonna make us want to fight again. So this is my question. What's the purpose of y'all having to sit down if you already just coming into it knowing that you're gonna fight again? What, like, at that point, what are y'all fighting? What are y'all fighting for this time? Because I'm kind of confused on, like, what's the purpose of them having y'all sit down? If y'all don't like each other, just stay out each other way and let that be that. But if y'all gonna have a sit down and it's gonna lead to another altercation, then what's the purpose of continuing to talk about y'all having a sit down? Because I'm not understanding why they want y'all to have a sit down at this point. If they know, okay, it's gonna continue to lead to y'all hitting each other and Mel cannot get hit. So what's the point of us still talking about them? Do you see what I'm saying? I hope y'all see where I'm going with this. Now, before they end up getting off the sprinter, whatever vehicle, Nugs ends up saying, tell staff to stop trying to break up fights, tell her to stop trying to be security. And I'm like, right. Tell her to just be a cast member, okay? So they end up doing a whole bunch of other stuff. I started just going through that because I don't want to see y'all do all that. So Ivory ends up, antagonizing Mel on the bus. She's saying, yeah, I got paid every penny. So y'all know we're going to have a time. We're going to have a time. She ends up getting that Don Julio, so act a foolio. And that's what she did, act a fool. They end up going to Walmart and they got kicked out. Boom, bam. So we get to the charger situation with Mel and Nugs. So Mel wanted to put her phone on the charger. Nugs ends up saying, hey, I need the charger too. So Ivory puts Nugs' phone on the charger and not Mel. So Mel ends up asking Nugs, like, do we have a problem? Because I don't have no problem with you. And Nugs ends up saying, like, no, we ain't got no problem. I'm finna put my phone on the charger and I'm gonna hand you another charger. And Mel like, oh, okay, because I'm trying to make sure you're not mad or whatever. I think it was more so Mel's anxiety was on 10,000 because she was in the same vehicle as Ivory. So and because maybe Nugs didn't give her no issue beforehand, she probably felt like Nugs had a problem. So she wanted to make sure it was no type of problems, or anything because of the whole BB situation. And like I said before, I just think her anxiety was on 10 because, even if you did ask for the charger, that don't mean my phone not going dead too. Hey, I looked at my percentage. I said, hey, I need the charger too. So if it's 2 chargers, I'm going to give you the other charger. I'm just going to plug mine up first. And then we're going to get to your phone. So I think, like I said, her anxiety was on 10 because she didn't know what was going to happen or could have happened. So she kind of was like trying to make sure everything was cool. And, you could tell she was already on guard and already on defense. So, yeah, she was on that. So Ivory jumps in and Ivory like, well, now I need the charger. Trying to stir the pot, wanting to get a reaction out of Mel. Now, by that part, when they got in the sprinter and Ivory's like, we about to have a time, I think she knew what was going on with Mel and why Mel couldn't necessarily defend herself. I think she knew that by then. So Ivory played it to her advantage and she started picking at Mel. So you need the charger. Oh, I need the charger now. And she knew Nugs wanted to be Ivory Jr. or, that's her son. So she knew her son was going to give her the charger. She already knew that her son was going to play into that pot. She didn't mind playing into that. So, that's what happened. Now Mel's phone is dead. So this is the very boring part of the episode for me. It's talking about Sierra. I'm already tired. So basically, they talking about how Sierra left that last show. They ain't seen Sierra. Why are y'all trying to keep up with Sierra? Are y'all making sure everybody there, like, is y'all the teacher's pet? Is y'all taking roll? Like, what's going on? I don't care. Who's making sure Sierra's not absent? Like, who cares? So they end up bringing it up. They trying to figure out who brought it up. Sierra, pressing in. She like, who keeps having my name in their mouth. So Nugs, they said that Nugs had brought it up. Then they said Trill brought it up. She ends up confronting Trill. She like, what? Why you said it? Trill said, I said it to your face the other day. I ain't saying anything about you, but I ain't seen you or whatever. She was like, I've been here. I just been with production. Okay, who cares? Why are y'all taking role for Sierra? So then Ivory comes in. Ivory just tells, hey, we trying to make the boat leave. We're trying to have a good time. So shut up, basically. And Ferrari, this to me is when Ferrari should have said, Ivory, just chill, like, just vibe, twin. So, like I said, Ivory told them to shut up. Then Ferrari came in and was like, look, this is what we gonna do, trying to like kind of bring some order back together. But she ends up even going out her way to Ferrari and saying they just need to shut up. That's it, that's all. Kind of shutting her down. Like, shut up. You shut up too, actually. More so. And after that, Sav go in and Sav ends up saying that they were thinking about eliminations and they were thinking about sending the twins home and sending Barbie home. The trenches. The trenches. And Miss, I'm 35 or 32, however old she is. She old though, like 32, 35, whatever. She like, I'm in my 30s. Yes, I can't have a ball. I can't have a good time. All this, all that. Yes, y'all do need to send them home, especially her. I ain't gonna lie to you. She just not built for this show. And the trenches, y'all did all that the night before and they ready to send y'all home. That's crazy. So the girl started going back and forth, blah, 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 about Sierra. Sierra ends up saying, I was in the car with production, like, shut up. Nugs ends up saying, well, you need to be up here with us. You a cast member, like, you need to be with us, not production. Ivory ends up letting it be known, dropping the bomb. Up, y'all are boring. It's watered down. Y'all not giving me what I'm looking for. Y'all know what that means. She finna spice it up. So Nugs then comes in and adds on to what Ivory said. And she's saying, regardless if Ivory was here or not, half of y'all do need to go. Ivory Jr., that's her son. I told y'all that's her son. That's her mini-me. So her mini-me like, yeah, y'all boring. Y'all need to leave, whatever. And Sierra ends up just redefending herself, saying like, no, like, I didn't ask to be with production. Production just put me in the car. So Nugs goes out to the deck to have a conversation with Sierra. She ends up walking away, telling Sierra basically, girl, I ain't stunned you. I don't care nothing about you. You're a peasant. And Sierra says, hold on, I ain't done talking. For whatever reason, Sierra says she not done talking. Nugs and knocked her down. Better put the girl in the ocean. Poor Sierra. So boom. That jumps off. We get a sneak peek for next week's episode. And Trill said, who you talking to, you big baby? Talking about Ivory. And her and Ivory get into it. Now, I believe Sav started doing it, breaking up stuff. So this is why Sav got hit on as well. That's what I believe. Then they show Ivory and Ferrari face. And, they give us a little some sound bites of some people. So it sounds like Legacy and it also sounds like Ferrari. The first sound bite for me is Ferrari. The second sound bite is Legacy to me. But yeah, we're gonna see what it's hitting on. And obviously they have separated the girls on two different yachts, and I guess they didn't all come together that night, once everything kind of calms down. But obviously it doesn't calm down. And yeah, this is, like she said, when the real show happens, because now we're getting that tea, we're getting that. All right, but that's all I got for you guys in this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell. I'm gonna see y'all in the comments. Bye. And also, y'all, okay, so I did not have a third one, Sims thing, like, already recorded. So we are up to date on my Sims life and her journey. And I just wanted y'all to know that. All right, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all next one. Bye.